With a shovel in one hand and a pickaxe in another, Sudanese Abdul Hamid Saleh gets busy for work. He's a grave digger in the city of Omdurman, one of the hotspots of war in Sudan. Since conflict began between the army and the Rapid Support Forces, he barely rests, sometimes digging multiple graves in a day.
Before the war, you felt death was normal. Nowadays, we have increased number of deaths, and it's alarming. Every day, I bury people in the morning, and every time I get home after burying one of them, they call me again to bury another one. Recently, I buried 5 people by myself in one day, and even within 2 hours, before I got home to rest, they called me again, and so I buried 5. War is very difficult, and we have lost our loved ones.
He's among those who consider themselves lucky to have survived the bitter conflict so far. And since Sudan is predominantly a Muslim nation, it follows the religion's burial guidelines. But with the ongoing conflict, often these protocols have had to be violated.
The
issue of corpses is a very, very thorny issue. But Khartoum State directed its 7 localities and formed small committees from the Environmental Health Department and Engineering Affairs to collect the corpses. They work to bury them quickly because the honor of the dead is to bury them. Despite the lack of safe roads, these committees collect a number of bodies from the streets and roads and bury them. Whoever finds the document, they keep it so that if the war stops, they can inform the family of the details of the deceased.
At Hamad Al-Nil Cemetery in Omdurman, the usual burial sites have become no-go zones, as RSF fighters have prevented grave diggers like Saleh and others from burying their dead there. As a result, public squares, parks and homes have been converted into cemeteries. So far, tens of thousands of people have died in the conflict. Now people are just hoping that the killing can be brought to an end. Wanja Mungai, CGTN.